Why can't exceptional friendship between two men be thought of as something clean and decent? Instead of being thought of as fairies. Frig May and Gooper. Frig all the lies and liars. Skipper and me had a true, clean thing between us. Had a clean friendship practically our whole lives. Till Maggie got to talking about what you're talking about. Normal? No. It's too rare to be normal. Any true thing between two people is too rare to be normal. Once in a while, he'd put his hand on my shoulder. Or I'd put mine on his. Or maybe when we were touring the country in pro football and sharing hotel rooms, we'd reach across the space between the two beds. Shake hands goodnight. Once or twice we wanted to keep on tossing those long, high passes. Couldn't be intercepted except by time. The aerial attack that made us famous. And we did. We did. We kept it up for one season. That aerial attack, we held it high. Yeah, but that summer, Maggie laid the law down on me. Said, now or never. So I married Maggie. How was Maggie in bed? Great. The greatest. That fall, she went on tour with the Dixie Stars, made a great show, being the world's greatest sport. She wore a bearskin cap, a shako they call it. A dyed moleskin coat, a moleskin coat dyed red. Rented hotel ballrooms for victory celebrations, wouldn't cancel them when it turned out defeat. Maggie the cat. Skipper got that fever which come back on him, which the doctors couldn't figure out, and I got that injury which turned out to be just a shadow on the x-ray plate and a touch of bursitis. I lay in that hospital bed and I watched our games on TV. Saw Maggie on the bench sitting next to Skipper when he'd been hauled out for fumbles. Burned me up the way she hung on his arm. You know, I guess Maggie always sort of felt left out because she and me never got any closer than two people just get in bed, which is not much closer than two cats on a fence humping. But Skipper, she took that time to work on poor dumb Skipper. He was a less than average student at Ole Miss. You know that, don't you? Poured into his mind the dirty and false idea that him and me was a frustrated case, that old pair of sisters that lived in this here room, Jack Straw, Peter O'Shello, he poor Skipper. Went to bed with Maggie. To prove that it wasn't true. And when it didn't work, he thought it was true. Poor Skipper broke into like a rotten stick. Nobody ever turned so fast to a lush or died so quick. Now you satisfied?